capture how my Aquilegias are doing, how my Lupins are doing, what colours I've got and where they are, and just add in there a little bit of a video on what I did with the greenhouse to add a bit of shade to it, as you can see from there. So lupins, let's start with the lupins. Right hand side of the border, and I can see straight away I've got two that are obvious. That is the best lupin I've probably ever grown from seed, and that's a fantastic colour, light and dark pink, so I'm really pleased with that. So coming down here a little bit, all of these lupins have been grown from seed. It's pink, almost baby pink, just coming out, and there's nothing further down there, and there's nothing at the back. A bit hard to grow lupins in the back because of the clay soil, but it's just for the record. There's only two on the right hand side I've seen so far, and then I've got two on this side. Now one's obvious, you can see it here, standard purple, which I'm pleased about because I do like the purples. They look really good alongside all the other colours. And there's one in here. Now it's just starting to get the flower head, and last year it got that attacked by green fly. We never actually got to see anything of it. Now I believe it's a yellow one, because I remember planting some yellow ones in here, a few of them, all at the same time, a couple of years back, and again, stuff had grown from seed. So we'll see what happens there, and hopefully when I do an update video in a couple of weeks' time, that's open. So yeah, I've got two on the left, two on the right, all grown from seed, all seed I've collected as well. I have sown some fresh lupins this year from seed from a packet that I'm growing on for next year, and I always tend to do that, collect the seed, or grow them from fresh packet seed. So obviously the nice ones here, I'll be collecting seed from them, label it up in a brown envelope, put it to one side, and then I'll be sowing them again, because now I know I've got a good variety of colours. What sometimes can happen with lupins when you buy mixed ones in a packet is they can all tend to be purple. So when you get a few colours like this, it's definitely worth saving the seed. So yeah, two on the left, two on the right. There's definitely room to add more. I can definitely add another one on that right hand side, and I can definitely add another one on that side, which is handy because I have some lupins growing on the table over there that I've grown from seed. I think I've got 3 at the moment, but I'm going to wait till the big established plants before they go in. Right, so there's them two. On this back wall here with the trophies, I've got another lupin, which is like a yellow and pink. Again, a nice colour. I'm really pleased with that one, and that's doing quite well. A little bit of mildew on there, but won't do it any harm. That can happen on lupins. I don't think I've got any down there. Nope. And if they ever get stressed, you'll find that the slugs will attack them and eat them. I've got one here, which again looks to be a purple, which is nice. So yeah, I think that is it. So that is 6. I can't see any more, so I've got 6 in the back garden, and I'll now pop around to the front just to document what's there. Front garden. So in terms of Aquilegias and lupins, I don't have any down the side of the house. There's nothing down here, so that's definitely an area where I can add 100%. Here at the front, I've got some purple Aquilegia there, standard purple, which I like. And I've got this one as well. Bit hard to say, Gosper. Pink and white. That's in a raised trough actually. That's going to be going to the end of this year. And everything in that trough is going into the floor. It's part of my clearance area out. I've got a Lupin here that's not flowered yet next to the bin. It says 1. There's another one there in the middle. There's 2. And another one there. 3. None of them are flowered, but they've all got the flower heads on. So I don't know what the colours are. That looks to be it. And there's none the other side of the fence either. So that's 3 Lupins. I need more. And 2 Aquilegias. I need more. So again, that's the beauty of growing all these plants on. Get big established plants and I can start putting them in. So Aquilegias, I grow them all from seed. I've got a lot of them, and I've got a lot of them currently growing on the table over there to pot on, get into big, strong, healthy plants before they go into the ground. So just document what I've got. I don't have any in the troughs, so I've got nothing in these troughs Aquilegia wise. I've got what looks to be a giant white one. It's the biggest one I've got. I don't remember if I bought this from the Birmingham Flower Show. I cannot remember. It's big and it's stretching for the light because of this Wendy house in the way. I've got a little small white one there. Again, same sort of lady's bonnet head, but it's a small one. This is the right hand side of the border, obviously. So I'll look further down. Nice purple one there. Different shape head, that one. And that looks to be it on the right hand side. There's definitely nothing in the back because again, it won't survive in that soil. It's clay soil. I have worked it for over a number of years, so it's much better than it used to be. But an Aquilegia won't do well over there. Starting on the left hand side, I've got this pink one here, which I really do like. I will be collecting more seeds from that one. Another purple one there. When you start growing these, if you let them self-seed, let the heads dry out and let them scatter, you will find purple is a dominant colour that often comes back. So if you want more colours than just purple, it is worth collecting the seeds of the pink ones and the ones you like, and then grow them on to get more. Purple's nice, but you obviously want more. I can see there's a purple one behind this pink and white one, which has been getting a little bit attacked by slugs and snails. Pink and white, maybe yellow and pink. I think that is more than pink and white actually. So I've got more on this left hand side than I do on the right. So I can definitely get some more in on the right hand side. And like I said, I've got a lot of them growing on the table. I must have about 15 to 20 plants growing that I'm getting into big established plants before they go into the ground. The mistake I made in the past was I grew them to be about, I'll just show you an example, but I grew them to about this size. Same for the Lupin. And when I put them in the garden at that size, they get annihilated by slugs. They don't survive. So it's a waste of time. You want to grow them to a big established plant, probably the size of this gym, something that size, and then put them in, and you'll have a good chance of them actually surviving. And so it's definitely worth doing that. There's a tendency when you go to the garden centre just to buy lots and lots of plants and stick them straight in, because you don't want to grow them on a table, or you don't have a table to grow them on. But if you do that, you might find you lose a lot of them. So if you're going to put them straight into the borders, I'd suggest you buy a big plant. Spend a bit of money and get a big plant, not just a cheap plant. Well, due to the heat we've had over this bank holiday weekend, the greenhouse is over 40 in temperature, even with the door on. So I've had to put the shade over the top. You can buy this over from Amazon. It's greenhouse shading. You get all different sizes. I've got quite a lot of it spare from when my greenhouse used to be twice the size. But yeah, use bungee cords, get it whacked over the top, and then once this heat is passed and we return to normal temperatures, you can take it off. But at the moment it is so hot in here. Since I put the shade on, it's down to 37.4. Yeah, really hot. So it's cooling down straight away with the shade. It's really good. This is UV protection. It's special. Just if you go on Amazon, just look up greenhouse shade, and you'll see it. You can get all different colours. You can get it this sort of colour. You get it green, black. So yeah, but it's really worth buying.